Hello and welcome to another video. So today we have got the mini expansion. It has just launched within the last 20 odd minutes as of this video, which should be pretty interesting. Of course it is reasonably late, which is why I'm trying not to be too loud, but we've got 85 packs. We were given 5 to go along with this, which is awesome. Looks like it already is showing off, of course, some of the cards here, and of course you can still get the leader cards, which is something I'm really aiming for, so that should be cool. So we get started off by opening the first lot of 10. Should be pretty decent overall. So let's see what this first pack's got, and we have nothing crazy, just pretty standard gold, 3 vials at that rate. Other than legendaries, I already have 3 of all the base stuff. I'm only after the new stuff, and maybe some animated cards for good measure. There is our first new card, Noah. We're going to be able to get that Knowledge Seeker. Going to be pretty decent to mess around with, I think. I'm also really interested in getting animated cores. They're actually pretty cool, and I would like to have all of them as much as possible, but for the most part, if you haven't checked out my 200k pack opening when we did this set to start with, definitely worth checking out. Since we did get pretty much everything I could want. Ooh, Duke of Mist, that's another new gold for Swordcraft. It's also got a few decent tokens that come with it, so it should be interesting to at least try. I was hoping for at least one legendary. It hasn't happened yet. Lawful Light. I can't remember. I don't think... No, I don't believe this is a new one at all. No, I don't think so. Really bad at memory. When I'm looking at these right now like this, it's always like, was this card? Did I say it before? Sometimes I never know. So there is the first 10 of 85. Going straight into the next slot. Okay, come on, some luck. Even if we don't get anything from this overly crazy, at least we're going to have plenty of vials to really mess around with. And there is a Grimnir inanimated. Definitely not a bad looking card. I still got the opinion that it's kind of a meh card overall. It's good, but it's not outstanding. Could have had more interesting effects. It really will just depend on how it's played overall and what decks take full advantage of it. As I mentioned in my other video, that Blood will be able to take advantage pretty well, but other ones will be pretty average as far as mass damage, so it's really just going to be a reset board card, which we've already had plenty of in the past. This is just a very generic one. Nothing crazy else added yet. Let's see. Ooh, it's not what I wanted, but it is a legendary. It is a Merciful Aegis, so that's okay. I'll take it wherever I can get it right now. Nothing else too crazy. Some pretty standard bronze silver packs going on. Ooh, Hellfire Hound. That is one of the new cards. It is Shadowverse and it's animated. One of my favorite artworks, I think. I would love to get an emblem of these or the card back for those. Really hope that becomes a thing with the coming a lot of, card backs and stuff next month. Maybe not next month, they're usually predetermined by now, but in the following months. Oh, Colossal Skull Lord. I believe that is one of the new legendaries. It is Shadowcrafts. Awesome. Well, good whenever I can get them. I like to have at least 2 of every legendary that I can get. That's optimally what I want. Thunder, not interesting. One of the old golds. So we did at least pull a couple of legendaries, which is nice, even if they're not all new ones. And of course we get the Skull Lord emblem to go along with that. Again, I'll be pretty happy if I can get 2 of every legendary from this set. Not exactly the easiest thing to do. I've already got 2 of all the original legendaries at least. I'm really only going to be after, of course, the new ones. We are saving all our rupees, and this is a full animate pack. That's pretty awesome. Nature's Guidance Animated is actually a beautiful looking card. But yeah, I've got all bronze to golds and triplicates. I've got 2 of every single legendary pretty much from this set, excluding of course the now new ones, and of course excluding the new golds. I would like to at least be able to max those out, because mini expansions are always the most awkward to get the cards for, since you are working with a pool that's already been used. So nearly everything I get is vials, and that's pretty much it, like Heaven's Gate here. Really nothing in this 10 pack so far to be excited about. It's a little disappointing. Nope, all the way to the end, just pretty average. Oh, we don't want to use that by accident. Want to save those for the next expansion. I'm hoping, again, to have somewhere between 150 to 200 packs by that point. We are basically a month and a half in, so I should be able to easily double what I've got there. Okay, nothing in that one. Oh, a couple of golds, another knowing. Well, knowledge, I like to call it knowing. I think that feels much more comfortable. Clark. Going to be quite an interesting card to mess around with, and I'm looking forward to it. At least we have 2 of him so far. It does mean left crafting on my end. Purging Light. Again, another gold that I don't mind, but it's, you know, all vials at that point. The Untrue God. So an interesting legendary. Not super powerful at this point in the game, since we can't see anything crazy to combat with, really, but I'm hoping it will get more support. It does seem like one of those cards that needs a couple of things to get added. But overall, at least, looks interesting as far as artwork goes, and it is one of the new legendaries, so it wasn't a wasted effort getting that. Again, anything gold is good. I'll take golds any day of the week. Legendaries as well, really. But anything new is definitely a much bigger help. So a Bestowal animated again. I don't know if I have a full playset of that, but maybe I do. Who really knows? Of course, my card collection does, but I'm not checking that right now. Another Stampeding. Geez, I think we've got nearly a full playset of those just in these bloody packs open so far. So Untrue God. It's our second new legendary, I think. Pretty sure we've only had 2. We've had a few golds. 80 packs may seem like a lot, but when you're looking for mini expansion cards, the odds of getting what you really want are not good. And if you are interested in how I save up things like this, I actually save all my packs from the start of the expansion, literally from the first day that it launches. I use all my gold that I've saved up over 3 months to open the new expansion, and then I will save every single pack ticket I get for the next following mini expansion for that set. It's probably one of the best ways to do it, and this one, not as bad. Skysaber Animated is actually a fairly decent animated card to get, and that's really it, actually, that one. At least it's something, and that's going to work for us. Moving on, not much in here. Further Refinement, meh, not that interesting. Again, more vials really, that's it. Same with these couple, except for this one. This is a new gold. Little Lass, that's the best way to go. The Forest Evo gold. That's okay. Ruinous Dragon, I believe that's the new dragon one. Yeah, the Lightning Blast Summoner. So another new gold. Okay, looking more bright of a future right now. And we're getting gold almost every other pack, which is good. And of course the last pack, other than of course the Saintly Core animated, was pretty useless, but I do like the animated cores, and again would love to have a full playset. So we're down to 35 packs to go before we round this out. My luck's never as good in the mini expansion as you'd expect. Of course, should be at least 1 legendary per 10 packs on average. So we're not doing too bad overall, I don't think. So another dragon, that's good. That's 2 of those down. 1 less I have to make if I want to make another one. Sometimes I'll be a bit iffy with golds when it's mini expansion golds, just because I don't really want to waste the vials when I've got legendaries I could probably craft. Of course, we don't have any vials either, because I do spend those quite freely a lot of the time when I need stuff that I'm just missing, whether I need a 3 of a card or something. I'm hoping it'll get higher over the next few expansions as we work through. Glorious Core animated. Again, I don't mind getting cores. Oh, here we go. Another new legendary. So that is 3 so far. Vampire, so Bloodcraft. Respectable looking. Would be really fun to get a good deck around him that I can make fully work. And here we go. Another new one, I think, isn't it? Yes. Duo Blame. Actually amazing looking art for this one. Really like it. And the token cards are actually quite cool as well. Peckish Owlcat being one of my favourite novelties. And Leopardian, or however you want to pronounce that, actually is really dope looking. So, not a bad gold to get, especially animated. Nothing in that one though. And again, nothing. I would have liked at least the Phantasmal Core, but can't be begging and choosing at the moment with those. At least we got the legendary, so that's another one down. So I think that's 3 or 4 at this point of the new ones. I think it might be 3, I think off the top of my head. We'll soon see at the end of the video and see exactly what we've got. Another gold, so some free vials. I believe they're 2 to 400 or something like that. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've vialed anything. I've actually got quite a few things to vial. I didn't bother doing it before this launch, so I was like, oh, we're going to have plenty of things from other packs and other sets that I've opened and been like, okay, I don't need any of that junk. Okay, nothing in these packs. We are getting plenty of extra animated cards that we don't need now. Another Stampeding Fortress and another Duo Blame. Awesome, so that's 2 of those down. Looks like we are going to get at least a few of the golds, which is actually quite nice. I'd rather have a few than have none. Sometimes you can get real unlucky and get like no new cards. That has almost happened to me a couple times with mini expansions where I will get very few new cards and be forced to craft up the majority, which is super frustrating. Magitech Golem, free vials, right there. So we're down to the last 15 cards. Last 15 card packs to go. Other than between now and the next expansion, I will just of course be opening packs myself casually since I'll have pretty much everything I need and only be looking for vials, and really that's it other than leaders. So we got the last dragon we needed. Awesome, I'll take that. Don't have to craft any of him up. Now I just gotta hope I don't manage to pull more of him. Sometimes it can go that way. We will end up pulling way more of the same gold from the new sets that you don't need, or in this case mini expansion. So Draconic Core, not super great right now. Oh, Ceres. I actually think I needed another Ceres, so that's actually pretty decent. I think I only have 2 of her. She's an insanely good card, and I was lacking a 3rd. I didn't want to waste my vials yet doing it, since I wasn't playing a lot of Shadow lately, although I played a little bit in Unlimited. It was quite good. But at least now we've got a 3rd one, so I don't need to worry about that at all. But we've definitely reached a decent level as far as getting legendaries for these 80 packs. And the final 5 packs. Then we will go over everything we've pulled and what we're missing and really round out that part of the video. Also, I do plan on doing the story mode. Expect that to go up in the next 24 hours. I'm not sure where I'm going to place it because it does take quite a bit of time, since I like to record that all in one sitting and get it all 100% done for you guys so we don't have to revisit it. If you are interested in seeing how the stories play, another Saber, great. So didn't need that at all, Sky Saber. It's pretty much useless now. That's kind of disappointing. But yeah, if you are interested in knowing the story or anything that goes on, I do have playlists for that. There's a whole Steel Rebellion playlist just for the story mode that we've been playing through, and I think there's also all the previous story I covered for War. So that is every single pack. Unfortunately, those last 5, it didn't surprise me too much. We did get a legendary, but that was really about it. So getting into the cards here though, we should have a fair few vials to at least eliminate first. So if we just eliminate extras alone, we go straight up to 21,000. So we will hold off on that for the moment. I just want to see exactly what we ended up getting. So Rebellion and legendaries. I don't know if it's under advanced. No, there isn't under advanced. Okay, they really need to add a mini expansion, just you know, all cards, main expansion, mini expansion or something, so that we can at least look at just mini expansion cards. And I did click just legendaries when I need golds and legendaries. Okay, here we go. So, kicking us off right now, we'll go to the create cards. Unfortunately, we are going to probably need at least 2 more Warring Tempers, since that's something I do want to at least test, and is, as I mentioned, a good card. Even though it may not be crazy, it's definitely going to be a good card, and if it gets a little bit slower in the next expansion, 3 of will be fine. Plus we got 1 animated anyway. Lord of Magic, another card I actually want to get because it has some interesting combo potential, and some, even if it's just a meme, could be quite interesting. Puppet Troop Master, another one I'm going to want, unfortunately. And the Hellfire Hounds, at least I want 1 more of that to probably test out, but We're going to have plenty of vials to make pretty much the golds. Shouldn't be an issue. That really shouldn't be a problem at all, actually, thinking about it. Sonya, another one, pretty easy. Swordflash Panther, don't know if I'm super interested in this card. It looks okay, but I'm not sure. I'll have to wait and see how some of the really pro sword players go with that, since I don't play a lot of competitive sword as far as that goes, and never really have outside of full-on aggro, so if that card works out well, I may go for it. Untrue God, I'll probably just leave it 1 for now. Not super interested in testing it much right this second. I really want to get Lord of Aiolon. Unfortunately, didn't get any of him. He's one, even if he's a meme, that I actually want to be able to test out. His extra cards here are actually pretty cool looking. And I think that's most of everything. I mean, we did get 1 Skull Lord, give or take. We could probably add another one. Lord Marsh. I don't play a lot of Forest. Forest is typically my most neglected. And then Lord of Seas. I've got some interesting combo stuff I'd love to test with this card and see if I could pull him off more often than not, or at least, even as a meme, he'd be a lot of fun if I can pull it off. So I may have to craft up at least a couple of that guy to give a true go-to. But outside of that, we're really realistically not missing that much. We could have done better, but for 80 packs in a mini expansion, I never expect too much. So if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Till next time, guys. See ya.